Hey there, it's Kay, and thank you so much for joining me for today's video. Today I'm going to be going over my exact paycheck budget for paycheck number 2 of January 2021. And before I get into it, I just want to thank my returning subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me again. And if you're new to my channel, I would love to see you follow me on my journey, so hit the subscribe button down below. Also leave a like and a comment as we follow along on this paycheck budget. Alright guys, let's get into it. So guys, we're already on paycheck number 2 of January, which is so crazy to think about. We are already going through the year so fast, and I think it's just because, there's just been so much going on. But I'm very excited because I got a really big paycheck. I got paid $1,076, which is obviously a lot more than I budgeted for in this pay period, but I got paid for both Christmas Day and New Year's Day, so that's totally awesome. So we are working with an income of $1,076, which is $176 more than I budgeted for, which is gonna make awesome room for more savings this pay period. So we are starting with $1,076 for this paycheck budget, which is awesome. So Samsung Cloud is obviously only going to be $1 like it normally is. For the rent, because I'm still going to split my rent between my paycheck number 2 and paycheck number 3. So because I had more expenses in this pay period, what I originally did was $400 for this period, and then I think $450 for number 3. But I can afford to do more in this scenario since I made a lot more than I budgeted for. So what I'll do is I'm gonna budget $440 for my rent. So that's what I'll move into my bills checking until it's time to pay my rent at the end of the month. So, and then Sprint is still $36 on the clock every time. And car insurance is still going to be $193. And tuition is $50 a month, and it has been for like the past almost 6 years now. So everything is the same except for my rent. So we walked in with a surplus of $176. That's 0. This is going to be a deficit 40 because we're budgeting $40 more, or we're using $40 more than we budgeted for. And then these are zeros. So for the category total, well, we have 80 plus 40, which would make 120. So we're going to have 720. With the category closing at deficit 40. And so let's get the calculator out and do some math here. 1076 subtract 720 is 356. And if we started with positive 176, we subtract 40, we will be at surplus still 136. So 356 minus 220 is what, 36. So that works out. So we have 356 walking into the variable expenses, which I stuff into cash envelopes. I take that out in cash. And I don't want to change anything from what I budgeted for. If you saw my monthly budget video, which I actually did extensively go over in detail, each paycheck and how I take the monthly numbers and work them out across the paychecks. What I had done is between paycheck 1 and paycheck 2 here, I fulfilled all my variable cash stuffing. So I'm not going to change any of these numbers. I'm going to keep all of this for the month. So this is going to max out all of the variable expenses I had budgeted for. So that's just going to be even 200. We have 356 minus 200 is going to be 156. So we walked in with a surplus of 136. And we didn't change anything or go over, so we're still at 136. So sinking funds, I had only budgeted $20 to put into medical because that's all I could really finagle out of this paycheck when I was doing the monthly budget. But I have so much more room for savings. I think what I'll actually do, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to be super bold and I'm just going to put another $100 into the medical fund because I'm really just trying to beef that up right now after having to pay for my glasses, because that was like pretty much almost zero until I had my first paycheck cash stuffing. So I really want to beef that up again. And let's do some savings into my phone. I am trying to save for a new cell phone, and I'm trying to do my best to save for it completely out of pocket. And it's been proving very, very difficult to do so because the phone I want is so expensive. And even by the time I save for it, I think the new one will be out. But I'm still going to try and set aside some money for that. So I didn't budget anything for phone. Let's see. So we'll have $56 after medical. So I'll just do 20. And I also want to put some money into my personal sinking fund, which is for like clothing and cosmetics and any other personal spending that I would do, which is the other factor of why I got into so much credit card debt. Most of it was medical and car, but some of it was personal and like buying new clothes all the time. So I'm gonna put $20 in that as well because I know I do need to do some personal spending and just replenish some basics in my wardrobe, like undershirts and things for work. So that puts us at 140 for the category, which leaves $16. So we walked in with a surplus of 136 into the category, but on medical we deficit 80 because it's $80 more that we're using than we budgeted for, and then we have a deficit 20 and another deficit 20. So for the category, it's 80 plus 20 is 100 plus 20 is 120. So we are deficit 120 because we went 120 over what we budgeted for. So 136 minus 120 leaves us with a positive 16. And like, what am I gonna do with $16? I'm not gonna use it towards my snowball, actually. I'm going to put it into my bills checking account as just another random deposit to help put it into a large enough amount that I can have it as a month ahead account and pay all my bills a month ahead. So we have 16 minus 16. That zeroes out the budget right there. So how does that carry over? We had a surplus of 16 and then deficit 16 because we didn't budget anything for that. So we start positive 16, negative 16. That zeroes out the entire paycheck budget there. So here is my completed detailed budget for my second paycheck of January 2021. And if you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed it. Leave a like and a comment down below. And also, if you haven't already, I would love to see you subscribe to my channel and continue to follow me on my journey. All right, guys, I hope to see you in the next video. Peace out.